Hi, it's Jared from Strong Roots Farm. Today we had a viewer that has a YouTube channel as well ask us about cover cropping. So he wants to know if he can cover crop his pastures in order to get better winter grazing. So today we're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk to you about my experience and what I think is financially the best thing for you to better your pastures in winter if you're thinking about cover cropping. Stick around.
I asked Jared that see if he's done any cover crops through the winter for his cattle. Something they can either dig or eat the tops off or something like that. With this field, we have had a drought since late July, August.
Let's get this question answered. Can we, during a drought period, which is our problem, ground is looking lower, we just grazed this, what can we do to combat this? Can we cover crop? Can we do something on our property to our pastures in order to add some winter grazing? So as we answer this, I'm going to talk specifically, because the question was asked, about cover cropping. There are pros and cons to cover cropping and time periods that cover cropping on pastures should be used. So the first thing is, cover cropping does take some mechanical equipment in pastures. You cannot, in the fall time period, simply come out and broadcast seed at a lower rate and get a good stand, because when the rains come, which the seed needs, then your pastures grow, smothering out those seeds, and it does not let them have a good stand. Secondly, when you put in a cover crop, if it does grow, it tends to smother out the good pasture that you already have established. So can cover cropping help? Yes, because it can add extra forage, but you spend more money on seed, putting it at a higher rate if you only have a broadcast seeder, or you have to spend more money on a no-till drill to get it in to seed at a lower rate. And most of the time, you don't even get 1/10 of the stand that you would like to see if the ground was tilled. So what's a good option? Well, if you don't like your pastures, if it's bad, if it's destroyed, if it's rough, cover cropping is a good way to rejuvenate new pastures. And what I would do is I would till this area. I would land level it, I would put my waterways in, whatever I was unhappy with my pasture, I would use that time in the fall when it's drier in order to get my ground set straight. And then I would come in and either broadcast and fertilize or no-till drill, whatever I had access to, and I would put in a forage winter cover crop, something like forage winter wheat, annual rye, triticale, cowpeas, something to that nature. Triticale is going to be your highest protein. If you're feeding grain, a annual rye is good. The thing is though, you don't want to put down just a cover crop. So the cover crop will smother out other things, but you want to mix it with your upcoming new pasture seed as well. So I'm going to put in a pasture mix that will start to get established once we winter graze off our cover crop. In the spring, my new pasture comes forth on my brand new leveled and well-drained tilled ground. I got a winter grazing or perhaps a early spring bale cutting, late April, mid-April here in Ohio. And we get some forage off due to that cover crop seed, and our pasture is underneath now. It is a good way to establish new farms, add tons of organic matter off of the beginning, right off the bat. But when you actually do the numbers on it and the cost, what I have found is unless your ground is just destroyed, perhaps you had loggers come through, or you bought a piece of ground that was all mudded up and rutted up and you just had to till to get it level anyways. If you have pretty good pastures or just okay pastures and your ground is fairly smooth the way you want it, it drains well, you will not financially be beneficial to till and cover crop. There are better options. So here's what I recommend. One, do a better job at rotational grazing. Perhaps drop your stock density if because of the drought you have overgrazed. Maybe you have too many stock. Let the ground recoup. Stay off of it for at least 60 to 90 days. Get your last one-time winter grazing. Then take a note of your pasture, of what your pasture is lacking in seed-wise, plant-wise. Perhaps you need more red and white clover. You are low on legumes, low on alfalfa, whatever it would be. If you're heavy on fescue, by putting in these legumes, it will help to control those. And you're gonna buy that seed now in the fall. Usually December, there are seed sales from big seed companies. When it snows, you're gonna come out and broadcast that. Literally drive your side-by-side, your four-wheeler, your small tractor on frozen ground, spreading that seed out on frozen ground before a snow. Let the snow hit it, melt, and drive that seed down into the ground. And in the spring, you're gonna have good growth. The sun is gonna come back. We're all gonna get back out of the house, and the grasses will do the same thing. They will start to grow. Your new seed will come in. The temptation is, look at all that nice new clover and nice new seed and new pasture we have starting to come in, and you're gonna wanna graze it. Don't. Stay off of it. Give it 60 days. Do not touch that until the middle of May at the earliest. Allow it to have good growth and get itself established. Allow it to plant itself and just make home on your new pasture. And then mid, maybe even early May, if it's really good and you're further south than me, then you can then graze it, taking half, leaving half, dropping manure, and now you have established a better pasture. But you still have a problem. You got nothing to feed this winter. So this winter, you're just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy hay. If you don't, you're gonna spend more money on seed trying to find a cover crop. You're gonna spend more time next year still dealing with the troublesome pastures that you have now. So bite the bullet, buy the extra hay, keep your cows off the ground, let it recruit, let it build, and put some better seed, some better plants in your pasture, and it will provide for you for years to come. I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor of today's video. It is Herd Yard. You can check them out at herdyard.com if you're looking for a better, safer way to buy and sell cattle. In this market, in this drought, you're looking to maybe get more or maybe get rid of some, and the stockyard or the sale barn is a little bit risky for you. Check out Herd Yard. They are building up. They're really good in the South right now, and as they continue to grow, it is free to join. Go to their website, sign up. You can use code STRONGROOTS005 to let them know that we sent you. You can get your first listing for free using code LIST25. All this will be down in the description, but it's free to join, free to peruse, free to buy. You'll get your first listing if you're trying to sell for free, and then after that, they have different payment plans for that. It is very good. I like the security of it. I like that I can vet who I'm buying from. You're buying from farms, not sickness-filled sale barns. It's a good thing. Check it out. Well, there you have it. I hope that answer that I sent to him helps you. So let me know what you think. Comment down below. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Please like the video and subscribe.